Leopard versus deer, the deadly chase on frozen cliffs, high in the frozen mountains, where icy winds howled across endless cliffs. A young deer lived peacefully with its herd. Every morning, the herd crossed snowy valleys in search of grass, hidden beneath thick layers of ice. Life was difficult, but the herd survived by staying together. The young deer was curious and adventurous. Unlike the older members of the herd, it often wandered away to explore new places. It loved discovering untouched valleys and hidden patches of grass. One freezing morning, the deer noticed a trail of fresh vegetation leading toward the hound to stop without turning around. It followed the trail. As the deer climbed higher, the landscape became more dangerous. Massive cliffs rose above deep frozen canyons. Snow-covered rocks made every step risky, but the deer continued further above. Resting on a rocky ledge, a snow leopard watched the valley below. The leopard had not eaten for several days. Winter had made hunting difficult. The predator was becoming weaker. Then it spotted movement, a lone deer. The leopard slowly stood up. Its spotted fur blended perfectly with the snowy rocks. Its eyes locked onto the prey. This might be its only chance. The predator began moving silently through the mountains. The deer remained unaware. It stopped beside a patch of grass and began eating peacefully. The mountain was silent. Then a small stone rolled down a cliff. The deer lifted its head. Something felt wrong. The leopard froze. For several seconds, neither animal moved. The wind howled across the mountain tops. Then their eyes met. The deer instantly understood the danger. The leopard instantly launched. Forward the chase had begun. The deer sprinted across the snow. The leopard exploded into motion. Barehanded, snow flew into the air as both animals raced across the frozen landscape. The deer ran faster than ever before, but the leopard was one of the fastest hunters in the mountains. Every second, the predator got closer. The young deer knew it was running for its life, and the snow leopard knew it was chasing its survival. Their deadly race continued across the frozen cliffs as dark clouds gathered over the mountains. The real battle was only beginning. The snowstorm arrived suddenly. Strong winds blasted across the mountains. Snow swirled through the air. Visibility dropped, but neither animal stopped. The deer leaped across narrow ledges and slippery rocks. Several times it nearly lost its footing. One mistake would send it into the abyss below. The leopard followed, relentlessly. Its powerful muscles allowed it to climb cliffs that few animals could cross. The predator was gaining ground. The distance between them continued to shrink. The deer's breathing became heavier. Its legs began to ache. Hours seemed to pass. The storm grew stronger at one point. The deer reached a deep gap between two cliffs. The jump was enormous. Below was a frozen canyon, hundreds of feet deep. The deer hesitated for a split second. Then it jumped for a terrifying moment. It seemed suspended in the air. Finally, its hooves landed safely on the other side. The deer stumbled but recovered behind it. The leopard reached the edge. The predator did not hesitate. It launched itself across the gap. The leap was perfect. The chase continued. The mountain echoed with the sound of pounding footsteps as daylight faded. The deer found shelter inside. narrow rocky passage for the first time. The leopard lost sight of its prey. The predator searched carefully. The deer remained hidden. The storm raged outside for several hours. Neither animal moved, but hunger drove the leopard forward. The predator continued searching. Eventually, it found fresh tracks. The deer had escaped the hiding place. The hunt resumed now. Both animals
terrified
were
bleat.
exhausted.
Frantic,
Yet neither
sharp
could
snarl.
give up one.
Sharp snarl.
Was fighting to live. The other was fighting to eat. The frozen mountain had become a battlefield. Ahead, the deer spotted a narrow ridge leading toward the highest peak. It was dangerous, but it offered one final chance. The deer raced toward the ridge. The leopard followed. The final confrontation was approaching. ... The ridge was narrow and covered with ice. A deep abyss stretched on both sides. The deer carefully moved forward. The leopard slowly approached from behind. There was nowhere left to run. The predator knew victory was close. The deer searched desperately for an escape. Then it noticed a massive, overhanging snowbank hanging from the cliff edge. An idea formed. The leopard advanced, step by step, closer. The deer suddenly sprinted toward the snowbank. The leopard charged after it. The predator believed the deer had made a mistake at the last second. The deer leaped sideways onto a rocky ledge. The leopard landed directly on the
Terrified
unstable
bleat.
snow.
Frantic, sharp
The entire
snarl.
snowbank
Sharp snarl.
collapsed. Snow and ice thundered down the mountainside. The leopard desperately fought to keep its balance. For a moment, it hung above the abyss. Then the snow gave way completely. The predator slid down the slope and disappeared. Into the valley below, the mountain became silent. The deer stood trembling. Its heart pounded, but it had survived. The storm clouds slowly cleared. Golden sunlight broke through the sky. The frozen peaks sparkled like crystal. The young deer carefully began the long journey back to its herd, far below. The snow leopard emerged from the snow, bruised but alive. The hunt was over. Today, survival belonged to the deer as the sun had set behind the mountains. Both animals disappeared into the wilderness. The deer returned home wiser than before. The leopard continued searching for another opportunity, because in the wild, every day is a battle. Every day is a test of courage, and every day, survival belongs to those who never give up. The end. Like, share, and subscribe to Origin of Earth 4. More epic wildlife adventures and survival stories.